Okay, so for project 5, we are going to be creating a very simple app that uses a picker to choose a weather condition and then updates the look and feel of the app based on that weather condition. And that will be our way of exploring the possible use of conditionals in our apps. And we'll also pick up some new things maybe with the interface as well. So I want to start us out by attacking the basic layout of the app. So I'm going to get rid of my whole VStack structure here that comes with the hello world. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a ZStack. And the reason I'm going to have a ZStack in here, a ZStack does layers front to back. But what I'm going to do is throw a color underneath there because that's one of the things I'm going to change once I get going here. And so I'm going to start very simple, and I'm going to specify a color. I'm going to specify it using the red, green, and blue model. So red, we'll go 0.9, green, we'll do 0.9, and blue, that's 90% of each of those colors, which, by the way, comes out as white. And I'm going to go 0 point on those because it does not like just the point. Okay, so we'll go in the 0 point there. And then I'm also going to include opacity. And I'm going to say 1.0 on that one. Okay, so there is my color. You can see it's a light gray color. And the reason I chose light gray is because I want you to see that this top and bottom has a little white bar there. So if I want to get rid of that, then I'm going to say ignore safe area. And just to be extra sure, I'm going to say edges all. Now I could just say edges top. You can see the bottom bar appears. I could just say edges bottom and the top bar's there. But if I say edges all, it just double stamps it to make sure that what I'm doing is covering the whole screen with that color. Later on, we're going to change that color as part of our weather condition. So that's just sort of a placeholder for now. And inside my Z stack, I'm going to put a V stack. And that's where I'm going to put the bulk of my program. And I'm going to start out by saying text, what's the weather today? And we'll just use the title font on that. And that's it for that. And then beneath that, I'm going to create a picker. But before I do that, I want to come up here inside my struct. Okay, so inside content view, I'm going to create a couple of variables. So I'm going to first create a state variable, state, private variable, and we're going to say selected weather equals sunny. And that this is the variable that we're going to use to track what's currently selected there. We'll start it out with the default of sunny, and then we're also going to create let weathers. I know weathers isn't a word, but this isn't an English class either. And I'm going to fill it in with sunny, cloudy, rainy, and snowy. So notice that I've got an exact match there. That's going to be our list. So now I've got those variables established. I'm going to come back to my VStack here, and I'm going to insert a picker. And the picker is going to be called weather. And the selection is going to be bound to selected weather. So whatever I choose in my picker is going to update this variable here. It's bidirectional. So we're going to update selected weather, and then we're going to generate the choices in my picker from this list here. So from my weathers list. So I'm going to say for each, and I'm going to say weathers ID, and this uses the ID of self. So each one of these is unique, so I can use that as the ID. Otherwise, I need to create a unique ID for each one. But this is much easier, and I'm going to say weather in, and that is my shell here. So it's saying for each weathers, for each member of weathers, we're going to create an instance of weather, and we'll use that then to put in text in my picker here, weather, and we're going to say not label, but it's going to be tag, and we'll tag it with weather as well. So we've got the display text and the tag. You can see here, there's my picker. This isn't my favorite kind of picker though. So I'm going to change up my picker here by adding a parameter below that, or not a parameter, but an extra tag here that says picker style. And then I'm going to go dot segmented. So that is a constant that allows me to choose the segmented picker. So now you can see that nice glass effect that we've introduced in iOS 26. And I'm going to give it some padding, but not all the way around, just horizontal padding. So just the sides, so it's not touching. And now I've got my nice picker here. And every time I'm updating that, it's updating the value of selected weather. So that's nice. So far, so good. So next thing we want to do is we want to have it say something and display. I'm going to display a giant sized emoji that symbolizes the weather down here. So I'm going to be inside my B stack. So still inside this here. And I'm going to say if selected weather equals, now remember when we're testing for equality, we use two equal signs. If it's sunny, and I'm going to go ahead and build out my whole structure here and then fill in the fun parts in just a second. Else if, and we're going to say selected weather equals cloudy. Then we do this, and we say else if selected weather equals rainy, and you can see the UI kind of picking up on the next step. So we got rainy and snowy. I don't need to write else if it equals snowy because that's the only other option. If it's not sunny, cloudy, rainy, it's got to be snowy. So the last one is just an else. So this one represents snowy. I could, if I wanted to, say else if selected weather equals snowy, but this is actually better form because it catches any other random things that might happen. It's better than crashing if something doesn't exist. So now what we're going to do, we're going to actually add a text component here. We're going to add some text, and we're going to add the emoji for each one of these. So I'm going to do the sunny one first. So we'll do sunny, and I'm going to say text, and inside that I'm going to say sun's out, guns out. All right. If you don't know what that expression means, look it up. It doesn't have anything to do with firearms. So we've got that. I will leave that large title. It's a very big. And I'm going to say padding on that. I'll just leave the regular old padding. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say just top and 30. So now it'll spread that out, but it won't add extra padding on the bottom. The next thing I want to do is actually going to be another text, but this time I'm going to use my emoji selector. There it is. And we'll use the sun. And you can see that's a little tiny sun. That's cute, but let's make it bigger. So we'll use our font descriptor, and we will say we're going to use a system value where I specify the size is 200. And there we go. Nice big sun, looking good. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to save myself a little time because I'm going to use the same structure up here where I have my color. So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to take that color, I'm going to cut it from there, and I'm going to paste it here. Now I want it, when it's sunny outside, I want a nice yellow color. So if I back down on the blue color here, if I go like a 0.2, ooh, that's too yellow. Let's go like a 4. And we're going to cut the opacity down so that it's not so intense. So if I go 0.4 on the opacity, 0.4, forgive me please, there we go. Now I get that nice, cute yellow color. And so I don't have anything for the other ones. Let's fix that right now. So this is real easy now. I can just copy and paste it. Everything is gray. And for clouds, we're going to say, let's get that one out here. Clouds. Maybe if I spell clouds right. There we go. All right, so let's not be too depressing. We'll do the cloud and the sun. And then we'll come back here, copy that again, do the next one, rainy. Don't forget your umbrella. And then, of course, we need the umbrella with the rain on it. And then finally, for snowy, stay warm. And let's just use a giant snowflake for that one. So a giant snowflake, just happen to have that ready to go. And now I come back here. Let's do the colors before we test it. So I'm going to take my color line there, and I'm going to start playing around. I want just straight up gray for cloudy. So let's actually go a darker gray. And let's just test that. Oh, perfect. There we go. And now rainy, let's go a nice blue color. So we're going to amp up the blue. We're going to back off the green. And we're going to back way off the red. Let's see what blue looks like there. Oh, that's perfect. Maybe a little bit lighter. So we'll make the opacity 3. This is a good time to test things out and see how they go. Okay, and then snowy, I think we're just going to go pure white on the snow here. So snowy, nice and white, rainy, cloudy, sunny. So there we go. Now we have a conditional weather app with a nice segmented picker, and it's responsive. So that's it. That's assignment 5. Thanks for watching.